how we got back into church was after my father passed away in 2019. His girlfriend at the time was planning a
memorial service.
a memorial service for him. And it was at this church. Apparently,
in the room that we got married.
Apparently, she, was somebody that came to this church, I guess as quite frequently as she could, or she maybe used to. I don't know. Bobby, we love you. But she had, put everything together, and that kind of got us here. And then that got us connected with the pastor that led the service.
So the service that they had at his dad's little memorial was, for me, it brought me directly back to that summer camp childhood faith that I desperately needed. And I remember at this time, we weren't married yet, but you were not fond. I mean, the idea of like going into a church was just not like your thing. So I actually reached out to the pastor at the time, Pastor Paul, we love you and we miss you. And I just said, look, I really want to get back into church, but I don't know how my husband's going to feel about it. And I decided I was going to go to church alone. I told Evan, I'm going to go to this church, the one where your dad's thing was, and I'm going to go by myself. And in true Evan fashion, he said...
Oh, I was like, you did not go by yourself.
No.
I came every single time.
He said from
There's even been times I've gone to church and she didn't go.
He said, you're not going alone. Like, I'm going to go. And it's funny because I think sometimes I still have that mentality about your faith. And it's so not true. I mean, he's come and we sit in the very front row, just so you guys know.
Because of me, I make her sit in the front row.
I love sitting in the front row.
I'm glad that you do.
In classes and all of that stuff. But so we sit in the front row and thinking about getting here then, I felt like I was like pulling him into his faith, but really like he really pulled me into mine too.